Alrighty, good morning and welcome to season 2 of Novelty Surfing with Jack here in landlocked Illinois. Now, I thought it was gonna be kind of warm today because it's been pretty warm, and then I woke up this morning and it's freezing out. So we're gonna check the forecast, see what we're working with right here. All right, so if you can see, I don't think you can see because of the glare. Nah, you're not gonna be able to see that, but we've got wind in the right direction at the proper speed for the next 3 or 4 hours. So we're gonna load up the car and we're gonna get out there and we're gonna freeze our butts off. Here we go. I was so mistaken. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear my Dawn Patrol wetsuit. It's gonna be like hot in the sun and the water's gonna be cold. I'll probably wear no boots, no gloves. Now that I'm out here, I'm definitely gonna be wearing boots and gloves because it's cold. It's cold. The racks. Alrighty, well, we've gotten one of the racks inflated. Let's get the second one inflated. All right, we got the straps on the car. So now we just gotta go and get the surfboard. And then all of my gear, wetsuit, boots, gloves. We're loaded. We're out the door. Next stop, the lake. Alrighty, we checked the one spot, we cased Dino Point. Now we're checking out Crappy Cove. I want to check one more spot if this doesn't look good, because I think with the direction of the wind right now, this might be good, but the other spot might be better, and I've never surfed the other spot, and so if I can finally surf that spot, I'll be pretty excited. I don't know. It's kind of looking like trash. Not this spot. Well, that's disappointing. I thought that spot would probably be popping off, but it's definitely not. This is the spot that I've never surfed before. I'd love it if there were waves right here, right now. Oh, I would love it. It would be so cool. Check another spot off the list. All right, well, that kind of like, I mean, it all looks right, but it's not in the right direction. I mean, it's in the right, I don't know. It's kind of in the right direction down there, but there's just not enough water moving. It seems like there's plenty of wind. Maybe there's just not enough water in the lake right now because they've let the dam open up. I don't know. I think our best bet will just be to go back to the first spot, unfortunately. Alrighty, about to paddle out. We're trying out the new 360 GoPro, so let's see if it works. There's someone kite surfing over there. That windsurfer, kite surfer just told me too windy to surf. I'm gonna count that one. I'm gonna count it. So I'd count this as season 2. And in season 1, I had boots and gloves that would leak something terrible. And now I've got these mittens and some Van booties, and I'm so warm, it's amazing. It's immaculate. The only downside to the mittens is that it's a lot harder to click the button to start recording. I think that windsurfer meant to say it's too wavy for him to windsurf. I just pulled a major stupid move and I lost the 360 camera off of the tip of my surfboard. And I just finished scouring the bottom and I actually found it. So I gotta make something to make it float, so if it falls off, I don't lose it. So we've retired the 360 camera for today. But the waves still seem to be pretty fun. So we're gonna head back out there. I just missed what would have been the wave of the day because I was too far south. There's like a slab of rock. I walk back and forth over here. The whole bottom's muddy, except right here, there's like a slab of stone or concrete or something. I feel like the wave breaks really well right off of this rock.
Now here's a bit of a different angle from what I usually get in these lake surfing videos. My dad was kind enough to tag along for this session, and I gave him my DSLR, told him to point it at me and record when I start paddling, and he did a pretty good job. So it's just unfortunate that the waves today are some of the worst I've ever seen when it is breaking. The angle wasn't really that good. Usually when the wind is going southeast like this, it's not great, and it's a lot better when it's northeast or just straight east. So I'm fully aware that this is some puny surfing.
Oh. Well, that was probably the best one of the day so far. And considering how bleak it looked when I came to check it, I'm glad that I at least caught something decent. Something decent. This one right here. So toasty right now. Like, I'm too hot. It's too hot in here. I'm sweating. It's gonna feel so nice to get out of this wetsuit and take like a lukewarm shower. It's hot in here. It's a pretty decent start to season 2. I'm holding up 2 fingers, by the way. Season 2 of Novelty Surfing. There's nothing quite as sad as seeing a really nice wave roll through on a lake and you're just in the wrong spot by like 10 feet. You're just 10 feet in the wrong spot. Where I'm standing right now, it's all muddy and it is such a disgusting sensation. Starting to die down. I haven't caught a decent one in a minute, so I think the next one we're gonna take it in. And with that, I think we're done. We got the board back on the roof. We re-secured the 360 camera. It fell off and was submerged, and that was almost catastrophic. Catastrophically disappointing. But we found it. All right, we're back home. Now we got to take this wetsuit off. I'm gonna take it off in the hot tub because that's just the most enjoyable way to do it. Kitty, there's a kitty here. Come here, kitty. What are you doing? What? Do you have anything to say to the people? No, you can't just rub up against them. You have to say something. Use your words. She doesn't have much to say. All right, well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The best way to get out of a wetsuit is in your hot tub. Oh. Now, the boots, on the other hand, are pretty dirty from walking in the mud, so I don't really want to get those in here, even though I've already semi-gotten them in here. did it. All right, story time real quick before I end the vlog. So I've got a cousin named Matt, and he's an awesome guy, and he's a videographer. He, you know, does real estate videography and photography, and he makes music videos. And he's pretty good with the camera, all right? And he hooked me up with this GoPro 360-degree camera, and so I was really stoked to test it out today for the first time ever. Never used a 360-degree camera, and I didn't think, stupidly, I didn't think about the buoyancy of the camera and the mount that I had it sitting on. And this camera, as you can probably see throughout the video, it's got an orange shell around it that allows the camera to float. So if I lose it, it'll float. And I've lost it, like I lost it on Big Island, I lost it on the east side of Oahu, I lost it on the North Shore, and every time I lost it and it came out of my mouth, I saw it floating and I was able to go and grab it. And I thought that the mount that I had the 360 camera on would float if it fell off, and it did not. And so I took a spill on a wave today, the board flipped and the camera fell off and it was submerged. And I don't know, I haven't looked through the footage yet, so I don't know like what I captured for you to be able to see, but I knew where I dropped it. And another stupid decision, I forgot to bring my like goggles, my you know, face mask. And so I just had to feel around on the bottom of the lake, and because of how buoyant my wetsuit is, it wasn't allowing me to like stay submerged to feel the bottom. So I had to keep on going up and down with the waves hitting me, and then putting my hands on the ground trying to feel for it. And I don't know how I found it, but I found it. It took me probably like 20 minutes of searching. I put my board in on the shore, and I set this GoPro down over on the bank, and I took my gloves off and just went out and was feeling around on the ground. And thank God I found it, because that would have really triggered me. I hate losing stuff. Like, I hate losing stuff. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. It drives me nuts. And I've lost GoPros before. Like, my best friend in college, his mom bought him that little square GoPro. I don't remember what it was called, but like in 2014, 15, there was like this small little square GoPro, and he brought it out into the lineup out in Waikiki at canoes, and first wave smacked him in the face, knocked it off, and it was gone. And we looked for a while, but we couldn't find it. And it ruins the day, you know, it ruins the vibe. It's just so disappointing. And like, I got another story like that. It's not losing something necessarily, but when I was in college, separate incident, but the same friend, he bought a brand new, beautiful pink surfboard from Diamond Head Surf Shop. And it was our first time that we were gonna take this board out and surf. And there were waves on the west side of Oahu over at like Kaena Point, at like Yokes and spots like that. And so our plan was to hop in the car and drive to the west side and surf all day with this brand new board. So my friends and I all met up. We loaded up the roof rack with our surfboards like we had done countless times before, and we were on the highway going through Honolulu. We were around, I want to say, like we were around the Punch Bowl exit area, and I just heard thunk, and I turned and looked through the back window of the car, and all of our surfboards were just flailing in the wind. I had a beautiful Mayhem surfboard, shortboard. It was like 5'8", and it was one of my favorite boards I've ever owned, and it just got run over by cars. It was tattered. My friend's brand new board got smashed to smithereens, and it was extremely disappointing. It ruined the whole day. We couldn't fix them. We took all of the boards that were all broken back to the Diamond Head Surf Shop, and we just gave them the boards. We were like, we can't pay to have you fix them, so like if you can just do anything with them, like fix them and sell them to someone else, that'd be great. So I think they did end up repairing the boards and probably selling them real cheap. But how to ruin a surf day 101, that's how. Losing all of your boards off of your roof rack on the highway going through Honolulu. People were just, you know, flicking us off and cussing at us, you know, like just you name it, you know, just like, you stupid haoles, what are you doing on the highway, get off the road. And it's like,
I'm sorry. I didn't intentionally have my boards fly off the roof. And like, it wasn't that we didn't secure them correctly. It was that the mounts that were on the roof of this Jeep that we were driving got loose over time, I guess. And so one of them slid backwards like maybe 6 inches, and that created enough slack to let the straps just let them go, and it sucked. So yeah, I'm very happy. Thank God that I found that 360 camera. Like, that would have just crushed me if I lost this camera right after my cousin Matt hooked me up with this camera. So shout out Matt, shout out God for allowing me to find it on the bottom of the lake.
Once again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I will catch you all in the next one.